So hello guys. So today I'm going to show you how to install Kali Linux. It's really easy. There's a better online tutorial. There are plenty of better online tutorials. But for me, I'm going to show you so basically you go to kali.org. So basically, stop it. Just type in, https 13.kali.org, and then you're gonna find like a link there for downloads, and download the ISO. I'm not gonna tell you everything, but yeah, so yeah, just download the ISO file. Once you have the ISO file, you can basically it's gonna look like this. Where is my? Basically, it's gonna look like this. These are all my ISOs since like 2015 that I downloaded. So basically, gonna like this. So ISO file, you're just gonna download it, and you can check for the hash. Make sure there's no what do you call this? There's no changes or have been modified during the download process. So because sometimes you get some mismatch with the hash file, so just be aware of that. I would check it all the time. It's not like someone's like hacking you. Maybe some I would say maybe it would be with your connection, or something with a network connection, not just on your side, could be on your side. But just be aware. I would highly recommend to check the hash file. If you're in Linux, basically you just go, basically you're gonna go sha-sum A256. I think it's 256 what they use, and the name of file. So maybe for me it's like Kali ISO. So just like that. If you want to check for other encryption, could be either 512, and I think it's sha-sum. For sha-sum 1, just you have to put any flags or options, so just you can write it like this. And I'm not sure if Ubuntu has so you can ask for help. So algorithm, that's what I'm trying to say, I forgot. Algorithm, so you can choose 224, 1, 256, 512, but I think with Kali they use 256 or 1, or I think 256 now, before it was 1. So also, if you guys want like a copy of my virtual lab, I have so many ISO files that I have been keeping for a while now. This is what I use for my virtual labs. So I just installed my Ubuntu. I used to use Windows 8, but now I'm trying to switch to Linux operating system like Ubuntu. So yeah, I have Windows NT Server 2000, 2003. Most of this I downloaded from archive.org. So, but I would highly suggest to use if you're planning to build your own if you're trying to build your own virtual lab, make sure you use a separate machine. separate physical machine. Don't use the same computer you use for office or for home. I would use a different physical machine for your penetration testing lab, just to be safe, because you don't want, you can't just assume that you're not going to be hacked, period. Even though you're using virtual machine, they can still get to your, machine, and sometimes you forget that you're connected to network and while you're using your VM. And if you're using all this VM, like some of them are very vulnerable. So I would highly recommend to have your own physical machine to build your virtual lab. So you can, in case you get infected, you can just format your machine, easy peasy. Have Websploit too. Windows 7, XP, I have XP Service Package 1, 2, 3. So yeah, most of this I downloaded from archive.org. So if you guys go to the website, you can go to under software. I'm not going to show you guys it, but you can just check it. If you have a question, you can just ask me. You can go there and then type in under software. You can type in let's say Windows 2003 and then click search. You're going to see a lot of ISO files there. That's free for download. Now, just to be aware, if you download it, some of the ISO file have malware on it. It was able to detect by one of my antivirus software. So just be careful. But again, if you have like a different physical machine, you don't really have to worry about it. Just in case you download something that has malware on it. But still, just to be safe, always use a different physical machine to build your penetration testing virtual lab, and always check the ISO file for any hidden malwares. But if you want to be safe, I can give you this, like some of my ISO files here to build your virtual. I even have like Windows 7 and Windows 98. So I'm trying to rebuild my lab again because I just switched to Ubuntu. So yeah. So now once you download the ISO file, you go to VMware, basic click file, new virtual machine, click next for typical, and then you browse into your file, ISO file. Then once you browse to the correct ISO file that you want to build, click next, and then basically, let me give you guys let's see, maybe we can make 2016. It's not. And also some website like Windows, you can download like free 30-day trial for Windows Server, different Windows servers like 2012, 2016, 2019, and then 2008, 2003, I think 2000. You have to find it under archive.org. Even 2003 is under archive.org. So you can download this at Windows website for 30 days, and after that you can just refresh or what you call this, snapshot, bring back to the first day, so you have to reinstall it. Yeah, so let's say this one's Backtrack. You can download Backtrack at kali.org too. I think it's like old.kali.org. I think that's the URL. Okay, let's try this, Backtrack 4, and click next. And this is, I would say, Debian. Maybe something old. maybe I would say 5 or 6. It doesn't matter. I think we'll just use 6. It's close, I think. Then you can name it to backtrack 4. And then with yours, you can put Kali Linux, you know. And then for storage, 20 is enough if you're not trying to upgrade the whole system. I think it's for backtrack, it's the end of life. So you're not gonna get like update or upgrade for that. And then split virtual disk and customize hardware. I would pick, if you're planning to update your Kali Linux online before you create your whole penetration testing lab, you can pick NAT or Bridge. So basically NAT, it's using the same, you're going to share with the host, your physical machine's IP address. With Bridge, it's basically like connecting to the router and you're getting a different IP address from your machine. So you can use NAT if you're planning to update it. But if you're just building your lab without the internet connection, you make sure you click host only. So, and then everything, the default one, the memory, it depends on with you how much you have memory on your physical machines and processors too. But if it's like older system, you can use like lesser memory resources. And then close once everything's set up. Also for host only, basically you're not going to be able, you have a virtual network connection to all your virtual machines. So, but you're not going to be connected to the internet using this. Also, I highly advise that for anything that you're using, like vulnerable operating system, like Metasploitable or the OWASP BWA, make sure you use host only. Don't connect it to a network because you're gonna be hacked. Because there's a lot of running services there. So once everything's configured, just click close and finish. And also for this, if you're planning to upgrade your Kali Linux to the latest version and download all the tools, added tools, I would give at least 150 gigs or between 150 to 200 gigs, just in case. So you have other extra storage for some of your password files. So yeah, so I would, for Kali Linux, again, if you're trying to upgrade it to, if you're trying to upgrade it to the latest version, also download other additional tools, like set it to like 150 to 200. Then once everything's configured, click finish and close and hit OK. And then start persistence live. With Kali Linux, it's going to be different. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you with Kali Linux. So Kali Linux, this is the one that I downloaded from their website. So sorry. So we can use install or graphical install. I'll just use install. If it's your first time, I would go for a graphical install. But I'll use install because I'm more familiar with. So if you see this error, just ignore that. English, United States, American English. Click next. And also, if you have like a separate physical machine, it's better because you don't have that a lot of things running on your same physical machine. So you want it like bare as much as possible. And it's much better if the only thing running there is your virtual machine. You can use like VirtualBox, which is free, but I don't like VirtualBox. Even though it's free, I get a lot of different issues and I don't want to troubleshoot. So what I use is the VMware for Linux. So you can download it for 30 days for free. So what I do, once 30 days is up, I format my machine and install it. And for host name, basically you're gonna name, this is your name for it. I mean, you guys already know that. You're just gonna type in, like, usually I use like iPhone 6. So if you connect to like router or to your network, you're gonna see like iPhone 6. So it's very, it's not too obvious that it's like Kali Linux is running. So especially also if you're hacking someone, I would change it to something like maybe the naming convention for that office, maybe something else, but I would make it more discreet. So here's my what? Yes, there's a video. The video is running. I'm recording live. No, it's not live. It's recorded, but I'm gonna upload it. Okay, hon. So the next full name you can leave it blank. I'll just use jpgpentester. Password, you want it, even though it's like VM, I would use a strong password. For me, I have different views when it comes to password. For me, the longer the password is better, and if you can memorize it, like a strong long password, the better. For me, because what happened, this is based on my experience and the previous jobs that I worked from the past. So what tends to happen is they're using like complex password, but they make it so short because it's much more, as much as possible. Even though you can't like remember it, but some of them, they try to remember the password even though it's so short and complex. I would stay away from short complex password. Like I'm talking about like short is less than 20 character password. For me, it's still easy to hack. I'm not talking about like government, but like cyber criminal. Low level cyber criminal is gonna be hard for them if it's like more than at least 20 characters and above. Even better, what you can do is like what I do. You can put like maybe in the beginning you can use like that, and then you can put your favorite like words or phrases like old McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and then maybe quack. I don't know the whole lyrics, but quack. And then you can just add in the end maybe like number 1, 2, 3, 4. That for me is a secure password. It's better than short and complex password, which only has like less than 20 characters. So or maybe you can add like maybe 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. See how easy that password is to remember. So basically all you need to do is the special characters and maybe like additional numbers, or maybe like the capital letter, so lowercase letter. So this is much better than using a short complex password. And maybe you can copy it with maybe your date of birth in the end or something. So but you get my point. You can add like 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. See, you're using like a long complex password rather than like a 20 character special complex password. So for me, I think it's much if you're gonna hack someone, you're basically, I would say in real life scenario, if you're gonna hack someone, most normal people will be using like short password. Maybe I would say less than 20 characters long. So for me, this one's much more complex. You can do different techniques or ideas just to make it more complex, but at the same time easier to remember. Again, you have to use repeated characters. You can use like your favorite phrases, or favorite lyrics, or that's gonna be easy for you to remember. So for me, we're just gonna use, because this is like the online information. I'll just use Tor. Actually, because I'm gonna download some stuff, so we'll make it use maybe and also stay away from this very common sequence. I'll try to be more obscure as much as possible. So I'll just see. Think of something, because I don't want to use my own password for this. I use different passwords for all my machines as much as possible. And it's hard to even I use the password manager, but I don't really trust password manager. So I'm trying to find a different way to get all the password straightened up, because I have some of my passwords so long and complex, like 90 characters, 80 characters. Why did I just say that? I'm just kidding. My password is not 90 character password. So yeah, I use like long character password. So, but yeah, I'm gonna change that. And what's annoying is some website, like even government website, they use like 8 character password max. Okay, let me see. And also, what you can do also, maybe give you like another hint. Maybe you can like repeat things, like password. Maybe you can repeat like different passphrase. You can write it twice just to make it more longer. Because yeah, again, if you're a hacker, you're not gonna waste your time trying to crack a 90 character password, maybe, or 40 character password. It just, unless you're really desperate. But most of the time, they're not gonna waste their time, with short unless they have a good computer, good machine, like what the government does. They have, I mean, the government, they can just ask for pay like companies to for your password and pretend they accidentally leak your password. So basically, what you can put password. I mean, I'll just use this. So just for the purpose of this online, I wouldn't say it's tutorial, I'm just sharing what I know, but we're just gonna use that. And then it's just like easy sequence password. So we can change that later on if we want to. Wow, it's taking me a lot of time just to can use Eastern or Pacific. The most basic to use entire disk, because we're not gonna try to do partition or all recommended, all files in one partition. And just click finish partitioning right, and then yes. So yeah, maybe you guys are wondering why I have like so many cameras. Because in the future, I'm thinking about like making videos when I try to play with my, it's not Arduino, but it's Lego boards. So I just bought this. So I'm trying to learn, like, I have experience with basic electronics before when I was in the Philippines. I took like a short course, and I like electronics a lot. But now I'm trying to refresh everything I've learned from the past. So I got all this. These are just I bought like the whole box. This box, I'll show you guys. They have a lot of stuff inside, so can't wait to learn to build robots. Just kidding. Build like small electronic projects. So I bought like a book too. It's for Arduino, but kind of get the same idea, like the code, the programming. For here, you're not gonna see this if you're gonna download the old version of Kali. So for this, we're just gonna use the Genome, because I think it's not my physical machine. I'm using a different graphics card. I think it's not compatible with KDE. We're just gonna use Genome, or an XFCE. You can check this if you want, and then large. I always get everything installed. And we're just gonna wait for it. Yeah, so that's why I have this camera here. So you guys need to see what I'm doing. And then I have another front camera, and I have the screen when I do the code, and also the other view, so you guys don't get bored looking at my face. So hopefully you guys are learning something Again, this is not really a tutorial. There are tons of online tutorials out there has better content. For me, I'm just sharing what I do or what I know. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, please comment down below. I'm not sure if I'm gonna turn on the comment section on YouTube because I get a lot of spam or trolls online. So, but yeah, send me a message. I'll post my email. And then GDT, basically just display manager. Just keep it simple. Keep it the default. And then after that, so this machine is not, this physical machine that I'm using, it's really for my penetration testing lab. So, you know, I have a different machine that I use for office or home stuff. So, and I have the magnifying glass too that I bought. It's a magnifying glass for electronics. I have my soldering iron too, that I bought a kit and multi-tester too. So once I started building AI scaling, just small projects like maybe a fan or traffic light. I already started the traffic light I think a month ago. I have some pictures that I did, but I'll try to do it again one more time. Yeah, so basically I have other books too. I borrowed it from Amazon. Scaler. So basically, I just bought it. I'm not really. I'm gonna return it. I just want to see what's inside, but I'm trying to take care of it. So it's not like, I'm not like really easy. Try to take care of it as much as possible because I'm still gonna return it. So I just want to see what the content inside. Yes, it's nice. I really can't wait. So yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna wait. I really can't wait to learn more about cybersecurity and penetration testing. I've been busy lately with other stuff, but I'm trying to get back on the track. I just got my cert, I got my Pentesting Plus, and also I just got recently my cybersecurity CISA or cybersecurity analyst certification with CompTIA. So yeah, it's nice. And last cert, I would say that I'm trying to work on right now. I think that might be my last cert, and the rest I will just read books and educate myself, and maybe like OSCP. And also I think I'm thinking about wireless to CWNA or CWSP certified wireless security professional. That's one thing I'm interested with wireless networks security. Yeah, so that's my plan. So, and also in case you guys are wondering, I'm using this software to record your screen. Um, um, I really recommend either like XSplit, XSPLIT. I think that's only for Windows. If you have Windows, you can use that. It's free. Or if you have like Linux, you can use OBS Studio. I don't think they come with Fedora, but with Ubuntu, they have it. OBS Studio. I tried to look for other screen recording software for Fedora, but I couldn't find one. So yeah, I got like 3 hard drives on this physical machine, so I'm using 3 different Linux distro, like Fedora, Kali Linux, and then Ubuntu. From time to time, I have to like format my machine, either if I get like issues with it or maybe like malware. Most of the time it's just like issues with software. So while waiting for this, because I don't want to just keep waiting, stare at my face. Oh, maybe I can pause this. Maybe I can pause it. I'll see you guys in a few minutes, maybe like 15 minutes. So hello guys, we're back. So now it's asking for install group bootloader. We're gonna say yes to this. If you have other like system running to that, let's say you install your Tower Linux in your physical machine, yeah, you need to have like bootloader so you can run different OS. Here we're gonna, it's just the default location, and then more waiting. Oh, so I guess while waiting we can run other things here. So yeah, this is what I downloaded from old.kali.org site. So you can download it for free. Let's see, it's Linux here. So I like using GUI for this because it's much easier. Oh, you can install it too. So whenever you make your we're not going to install it now. Install it crashed. So we're not gonna install it now. We just want to set this configure. Actually, this is the one that I'm having a hard time to change the desktop screen, the size, because I couldn't find the settings for the desktop. So basically we can set this as full screen. Wait, where is that? Is it this one? Because you can adjust the, actually you can switch these. Let me see, I'm trying to figure out some. I think it's this. Also, whenever you first install the operating system, make sure you save make sure you go to VM snapshot. Make sure you save a snapshot first time you install it, so you can, bring it back later if you need to. So let me see if, okay, so it says installation complete. Click continue. Let's wait for it to load. So yeah, if you have like other operating system running, if you install like Ubuntu to your physical machine, you'll see it here. You're gonna have like different selection. Let's run Kali Linux. Here, wait, what was that? Yeah, I'm trying to, I can, oh, there you go. Oh my golly, it's this one. I've been trying to look for the screen size. It's nice. It took me like a long time I just found it like today. I was looking for this because I couldn't find it anywhere. You can do like terminal command, but you have to search for it. I was looking here under settings or system settings, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's not here. Desktop. Yeah, I couldn't find it, so it's right here. Okay, that's good to know. So this is backtrack. Let's go to your desktop. Maybe we can use other. What's this? One. Picture. Oh, it's the same picture, I guess. Max spec scale. What is scaling that? How about auto? Is it really like this? That I don't like it. Single color. Oh, there you go. I think this is better. This is what I want. See, looks nice. I learned something new. So let's see terminal command. Let's see if we get IP. No, I guess. So if you're not getting like you guys know. You just go to. I'm not gonna explain everything because I'm assuming you guys have experience already. It's connected, but maybe it might be down because see, same loop back. So complete. Let's zero up. Okay, there you go. So let's do this. And map, see if there's other. Let's run. Yeah, so basically once you have, just log in, enter your password. That's the only thing with long complex password is you have to be patient. And it's easy to make mistake. So yeah, so basically guys, just basically, again, this is not a tutorial, I'm just showing you what I do or how I do it, and all like few other informations that I would like to share to you guys. So yeah, so right now I'm trying to build my whole lab from scratch, because I used to have my lab with like using Windows, but everything got wiped out. So I'm trying to right now, let me see what I have. So right now I have Windows 10 installed, 2012. It's not configured yet, but I'll show it to the next video. Unexploitable and broken web application. Let's run this. Let's run it. It's kind of like the same with Metasploitable. Okay, why is it not run? Close this. You don't need to. It has a lot of things open. I guess it's running. Oh, it's running. There you go. So basically, let's shut it down so you guys can see. Same thing with this. Where are you? So the same process with installing this too, Metasploitable. So I'll show it to you guys. So this one, OWASP broken web apps, I got it from, I'm not sure if it's still available online to be honest, because I got this like 2 years ago. Basically you're gonna see, if you want to play with different web application, vulnerable web application, this is a great tool to have. So here, just log in, what it says on the screen, root, always, PWA, I must type it, root, always, BWA, okay, I think I misspelled it, root, there you go. So you got the password, I mean the IP 133, what's that? IP for this. Okay, it's not showing any IP. Let me see. So this one has host only, it's connected. That is host only. Let's see here. So look back. It's good. And it's my IP. Let's see. 168, 130. 130. 130. Yeah, I don't have even IP. Okay. And I think it froze. There you go. So if, yeah, you guys know, I mean, if you want to manually set up your IP address, or I think you can use DHCP, I think. Something like that. I forgot. I mean, there's a lot of things that you have to remember. You can't remember everything. Sometimes you have to think for dynamic IP. Yeah, you can go to that root. What is that noise? I think it's network, and then I think interface. You can set up your IP here too, so you can change to auto inet. So basically it's set up correctly, iFace at 0, and it's getting IP. But if for some reason it's not getting IP, you can manually set it up, set like the IP by typing it that way, or whatever IP address is available. But we only have a few IP address, so I mean VM. So this one we were able to ping that. I'm just showing you guys a quick look of my virtual lab. So again, I have OWASP, and then this one offsite, I got this because I enrolled I think last year with OSCP. I didn't get the chance to take the exam yet, so password is short here. So this is what I got from OSCP, like the old PWK version of their course, but now they have like recent new one. So I got that, and then this Windows server I haven't configured yet. I can show you guys how to set up like the servers. It's really easy. The domain, I can show you guys to set up this like email server. And you have your own email system at home. That's awesome. So this one, MSF admin, same thing with the password is MSF admin. Config at 032. Let's try a scan, do a scan. The font size is a bit big. Shift. We change it later. Let the font, shrink font. There we go. Let's do a scan. What's the IP address? We're gonna do a quick scan. 133.024. Sorry guys if it's like loud. Oh my god, that's so loud. I think the screen is too big. adjust it to 10. I think this one's better. Maybe a bit high, because this is the default size for my monitor. But if I maximize this, going fine. So we have some available IP. So we got the this, and the Kali Linux 2 is running. So this one is set up now. I'll show you guys quick what I do to so basically whenever I set up my lab, these are the things I do. Change this to my monitor size. I guess it does let's go for this size. I think this is better. And there's like with VMware on Windows, there's like a setting you can like stretch option, so where it stretch out everything, the display, so it's not like this, there's like black space here. So what I do, network, I always configure it this way. Turn off IPv6, details, background. I don't like the background, change it this one. And notification, I turn it off. This is just the way I like it. It's more like preference. Privacy, I would turn off everything. Turn off. File history, 1 day, clear, done, 1 hour, screen lock, active, never, I don't like it when I have it locked. Sound,
front, right, left,
power, off, never, mouse, keyboard, press, ask what to do, and this one, quantum, so this is basically my setting, like what I do in my lab. You can update it too if you like, but I'm not gonna show it. Actually, let's show you guys. It might take a while to. Let me disconnect my I have to disconnect. Yeah, so if you guys want like a copy of my ISO files, and just let me know, because I am willing to give you a copy of it. Because I don't know where I think it's too big I think I can put it on my web server. I'll send you guys how you can access my server webs. I mean, I can use, I'm not talking about like web server, but I mean like, because I have my own website, I can put it there. Let me see. I'm not sure if I can show it to you guys, because my internet is acting up right now. So basically what you do, update, what I do, update, so basically this is what I do, update, update, yes, and then sudo full update, yes. So this is basically, and I have other tools that I install. So I have a list of tools that I have, and then I have a script too that I use to install all those tools. Yeah, so I think that's all for now, because it's a long 1 hour video. Not even sure if I'm gonna upload this, but if you guys have any questions, then feel free to email me. Have a good day, guys.